So it's finally that time of year again. It's autumn and it's freezing today. So this is the beginning of the leaf mulch pile, and this is so far this year, all of this. We cleared all last year's mulch out about a month or two ago, and we've packaged all that up ready for next year. So the majority of the leaves here are hawthorn and poplar trees. The poplars are the big ones up here, which are dropping the majority of them. I've been sweeping these off the lawns for already a month or so. They start to drop, well, these ones start to drop their leaves in about middle of August, and they will finish around the beginning of November, before the majority of the other trees around here. We've got the pear tree over there, which is dropping a heap of pears. I'm just trying to keep on top of it, picking them all up off the floor. I'll show you that in a minute. So yeah, it's just a continual process, just sweeping these leaves up and keeping them in here instead of blowing around out here. So we're in the orchard here, which is just below the poplar trees, which is just up there. Inevitably, because the orchard is right below the poplar trees, this is where the majority of them land. So it doesn't look too bad at the moment, because it was only yesterday I swept them up with the powered sweeper, and well, it's not too bad at the moment, but today has been absolutely freezing for only the 10th of October. So you can see we've still got some apples on the trees here. These are October apples. These will be coming off very soon. We're picking these in the next week or so. The pears are still here, which are ready to be picked any day now. Just waiting for a decent day. None of these trees had nothing this year, I don't think. This was an apple which we've already picked. That was September crop, so we've taken them off the trees already, and this one was also a September crop. This is the tree causing the most work at the moment. You can see how laden with fruit this thing is. It's a pear tree, it's a very old pear tree. We don't actually use the fruit off this tree, we never have in fact. It just, every year or so, for some reason it misses out years, so some years it doesn't have fruit at all. Other years like this year it's just laden and it just drops them like mad when it gets windy. So the job for the moment is picking them all up off the floor without getting bonked on the head by them all flying off. So this is what I've collected so far. I just keep this trailer attached to this mower while I'm picking up the pears, because there are so many I need it every day. Some of you may ask why I don't just let them all fall and then pick them all up at once. Well, there is a good reason for it. They all go slimy on the floor as soon as the rain comes, as it does this time of year. They just go all mushy and then you can't pick them up at all. So I prefer to just pick them all up, put them in a trailer and then compost them. So for this job I'm using the W6 Gazelle, which is the one I recently refurbished, mainly because this one here has not got its seat at the moment. The plan is, you can see a seat over there, brand new one, to put this one onto that one and then put the new one onto the newly refurbished one. So that will be good when that's done. Usually I do use this one, which is actually a bigger engine and more horsepower, but for the time being I'm actually using the refurbished one. So usually this bigger one here, the T1200 model, will have chevron tyres on the back, which are the tractor ones, but unfortunately the differential which they were on, because they're seized to it because it's such an old machine, that differential needs to be repaired. So when that's repaired I'll be putting them back on and also taking them off, unseizing them and putting them on this differential. So once again I'm going to take this machine out and I'm going to pick up a load more of these pears. I don't know how many there are on the floor at the moment, but hopefully there'll be a few, so I'm not wasting my time. I'm sure there will be with the wind we've got at the moment. Some at the tree now, and there isn't quite as many as I thought there was going to be, not half as many as there was yesterday, but nevertheless I'm still going to pick them all up. You can see there's quite a few in the hedgerow there. I should have filmed yesterday really, because there were so many. today's not the same. I don't know why, because there's been more wind today. I assume it's just been blowing in a different direction. But yeah, I'm just going to pick these up. So that's today's collection of pears done. I didn't film it because I didn't think it was that interesting, but yeah, I collected about, well, a few dozen off the floor today. You can see the majority of this trailer was from yesterday. I'm sure in a few days' time there'll be a load more coming off. I'm surprised there wasn't that many today, like I said. But I suppose it makes the job easier for me. Coming down here reminded me about this, which I tipped earlier today. This is just a load more leaves which had swept up from around the whole area here. Usually I put them in leaf mulch, but this was full of twigs and stuff. I didn't really want to put them in with the leaves because it's a bit of a hassle taking them all out again, because they don't decompose like leaves do. So I just tipped these in here. This is an old pond which is going to be filled in eventually. There's a bit of a nature habitat just over there which is going to stay. Yes, it's going to be filled in, and to be honest at the moment I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something to do to help the habitat around here. But yeah, at the moment all I'm doing is tipping everything I find in here, so grass trimmings and leaves and twigs and everything I find that will decompose and go in here. Right, so job done here. Just going to go and pack it up, and then that's the job done for today. I'll be updating a few things in the next couple of days with some new videos, so keep a lookout for them on my channel. So if you're still interested in watching these random and potentially boring videos, then hit the subscribe button, and you can look out for more videos similar to this.